So for the Isha Foundation, with the thousands of full-time volunteers and the millions of part-time volunteers, why do you think they come?
Tools of transformation. The tools are subjective in nature. See, right now, we as human beings are dominating this world only because of our ability to use tools. Otherwise, a pack of dogs would take care of you. Forget about the tigers and the lions, poor tigers and poor lions who need to be saved right now. Only because of our ability to use tools, isn't it? And all the tools that we developed are… Now, as a doctor, maybe you're using a microscope. We have a microscope only because our ability to see, to enhance that we have a scope. We have a telescope only to enhance our vision in some other way. We have a telephone because we can hear. We have a microphone because we can speak. We have a bicycle because we can walk. If we were made like trees, would we have invented a bicycle? I'm asking. Every tool that we created is only to enhance the already existing faculties to a higher level, isn't it? Everything. Everything that we invented is just this, all the tools. The tools are very important. When I refer to the spiritual dimension as tools, some of our people will feel offended around me and say, Sadhguru, don't say it, it is more than our life, don't use the word tool. Then I tell them, you come to the yoga center, 3 days I will give you plumbing job. No spanner, no winch, no nothing. You do it with your hands, you can use your teeth. You will see all your 10 nails will be gone, then a few teeth will be gone after 3 days, then you come to me, I will give you a spanner. Will you worship the spanner or no? I'm asking you, will you worship the spanner or no? It is the tools. Similarly, to turn inward, to extend dimensions which every one of you have known peace in your life at some moment. Hello? You must tell me yes or no. You have known joy in your life? You have known bliss in your life? You have known ecstasy in your life? Love in your life? You are capable of all these things. Only thing is, it's not sustainable. One moment there, one moment here, one moment there, one moment here. This is the only problem, isn't it? Suppose I gave you a tool, subjective tool, with which you can remain blissful every moment of your life. Is it of great value to you, I'm asking? So, these millions of people, they have tasted the tools of transformation. One thing I have done to them is I have confused the hell out of them.
So what is that tool of transformation? How would you describe
This is the first tool. First thing is you must get confused. Yes, because you're talking about anchoring, that's why I'm saying this. Confusion means you realize that you do not know, isn't it? I'm asking, with all this exploration of science, do we know even one single atom in its entirety? Hello? Do we? No. Then what's our problem in saying we don't know? I do not know is an immense possibility. Now you're trying to destroy I do not know with all kinds of beliefs. Why don't you say I do not know? If you truly realize I do not know, your intelligence will be in an active and super alert state every moment of your life. The moment you believe, it sleeps. It lets you sleep. But people are not willing to go through this. They want something. Tell them something, they want to believe and say, I'm fine, I want to sleep tonight. No, I do not know. If you see I do not know, the longing to know, the wanting to know, the seeking to know will happen to you. Everything that you do not know, you just believe because somebody said so. Even if it is true, right now I'm going to tell you what is the truth, but it's not in your experience. So what is the options that you have? You can believe me or you can disbelieve me, isn't it? If you believe me, you will not get any closer to truth. If you disbelieve me, you will not get any closer to truth. It is just that if you believe me, you will have a positive story to tell. If you disbelieve me, you will have a negative story to tell, but you will not move an inch existentially. Psychologically, it will give you comfort. So this is something you must decide. Are you looking for solace or are you looking for a solution? If you're looking for solution, then you need tools to turn inward. If you're looking for solace, believe something.
So if the first step is, I don't know, what do you do then? What happens after that?
So this happened to me when I was just 4.5 years of age. Suddenly one day I realized I don't know a thing. I was only about 4.5 years of age. If somebody gave me a glass of water, I would just sit like this for 3-4 hours at a stretch because I wouldn't know what is water. I'm telling you, even today you don't know what is water. It is the only substance which is in all the 3 states on the planet. 2/3 of your body is water, 2/3 of the planet is water, but you don't know what it is. We know how to use it, but we don't know what it is. Isn't it so? We know how to use this water in so many ways, but we do not know what it really is because we do not know what really anything is for that matter. So if I found a leaf, I would simply sit like this for 6-7 hours. If I sat up in the bed, entire night I would be staring at the darkness. My dear father, who's a physician, started thinking I need psychiatric evaluation. He started saying, this boy has lost it. He's just staring at something all the time. My problem is, I look at this and I don't know this. I'm not able to shift my attention to that. I'm just looking here still. He thought he could educate me. He tried. So there is a rule, strict rule in the house. Between 7 in the evening till 9 dinner time, you, all the children, 4 of us siblings, we have to sit and read some textbook. I open my textbook like this. I find a little speck on the paper. I just look at the paper. This speck keeps me engaged for 2 hours. I sit like this, absolutely, total attention, without reading a word. I went through school like this. I was very consistent. I always got 6 zeros in every test.
So if it's not shalom or compassion or love,
It is just life.
it's just, is
It's
that what
just
you say
life.
The meaning of, the
No,
meaning,
no.
your purpose of life is life? What would you say?
The purpose of life is life itself.
Yeah.
Life itself is a large enough phenomena, it doesn't need another meaning. Only because human beings have not experienced life. They are just a bundle of thoughts, emotions, ideas, opinions, identities and prejudices. Because of this, they're looking for a meaning because their psychological scape has overshadowed the existential life that they are. Right now, all that they're experiencing is a minimalistic mind, not life. If you look at life, what is the nature of life? As you sit here, we are breathing, for sure. Hello? Those who are not will need medical attention. We're breathing. Breathing means, in some way, this life is in communication with the entire atmosphere. In fact, this green, Project Green Hands of planting trees, the entire movement was instigated like this by me. I took a bunch of people, about 3,000 to 4,000 people came, I said, all of you should come. They came, I arranged a meeting in a village. There was a big tree, a rain tree, 3-4 trees were there, large trees. but I arranged the meeting around 11 o'clock in the hot sun in southern India. So I stood there and I am speaking to them. They're all sitting like this. Slowly, as the sun gets hotter, they're just wilting away, and I'm speaking and speaking something, telling them stories. And I'm watching how they're just wilting away. See, walking in the sun is one thing. If you simply sit there, it'll just burn you down. They're just thinking, what's happened to Sadhguru? He's become like this, heartless. Then, after about an hour and a half, when they're really going down, then I say, get up all of you. And then I walk them under the shade of the tree. You know what a tree is only if you sit in the sun, in hot sun, for an hour and a half too, then walk under the tree, it feels like paradise. They all, I made them sit down and said, see, what you exhale, the trees are inhaling. What the trees exhale, you are inhaling. Look at this, one part of your lung is hanging out there. And I created a process with which they could experience this. They just sat there like this with tears in their eyes. And that is it, Project Green Hands, 27 million trees they've planted. Now you can't stop them. They're planting and planting because now they see it's a part of them. Is it not true that you exist here as a part of everything else? It is just that it's a privilege. Though you are a speck in the universe, less than a speck, still we are given an intellect, we have given senses of perception, we can experience this like an individual. But in reality, if you observe yourself, you cannot exist by yourself even for a nanosecond, isn't it? The entire universe is supporting you. So the only way life can happen is an inclusive way. So yoga means just this. The word yoga means union. Union means the boundaries of what is inward and outward, you took it away. There is no such thing as you and the other. If you sit here, we can do an experiment actually. I don't know if time allows. If you sit here and suppose for one moment you experienced all these people here as a part of yourself, like you experience the 5 fingers of your hand. How is that possible? Well, what is this body today? Yesterday it was not your body, isn't it? It was food. Today it's become body. So something that is not you became you, how? Right now there is water, this is not you. If I drink it, does it become me? Definitely does. So what is it that I have done? I included it into the boundaries of my sensations. What is within my boundaries of sensation, I experience as myself. What is outside of my boundaries of sensation is not me. Now, the yogic system, we developed a way that if you keep your energies in a certain level of exuberance, now you will see your sensory body will expand. If your sensory body became as large as this hall and you experienced all these people as yourself, after that, do I have to tell you, love them, don't hate them, don't kill them, don't harm them, be compassionate? Would teachings be necessary for you? If you experience something as a part of yourself, after that, you don't need any morality, you don't need any ethic, you don't need any values. What is you, you will always handle it right. What is you, it is of the highest concern to you. If you experienced everyone and everything as yourself, this is what yoga means. If one is in such a state of union, then you call him a yogi. If you turn and twist your body and hang upside down, you are not a yogi, you are just doing circus. Yes, unfortunately, people think by turning and twisting they're doing yoga. No, yoga means you sat here, you experience the entire universe as yourself, not as a hallucination, but as a living experience. Not in the firmament of your mind, but existentially, you know this is you. Now, you don't need any policy, you don't need any morality, you don't need any scripture, you don't need any guidance from anywhere. You will conduct this sensibly to the best of your intelligence and capability, and that's all a human being can do.
Sadhguru.